ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Surrounded by Stupid. I'm Ed Rhodes. I will be your host. Tonight's episode is going to be about fear. Not necessarily, ooh, I'm scared. No. We're going to talk about these stupid morons out there that cannot seem to sell a product. If they have to use fear to sell their product, I wouldn't buy it. If they have to use fear to get you to buy their product, I wouldn't use it. I'd go find somebody who tells me how good their product is. Ladies and gentlemen, if, a pest control company, when they talk about the bugs that are coming, did you know they can infest your house? Would you believe somebody's calling me almost 10 o'clock at night? Hold that thought. Let me go. No. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a pesticide company. This gentleman, he gets on there and he talks about all these different bugs that want to infest your house. Usually around the fall, he starts yelling about, oh, the ladybugs are coming. They're going to infest your house. They're looking for a place to hide, but we can put this around. But you got to hurry now, because once they're in their house, there ain't a thing we can do for you. And then, of course, you know, summer, there's this mosquitoes. And ladies and gentlemen, he has never, ever, ever took the high road and said, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're the best in the area. We have the lowest prices. I'm an entomologist. I study bugs for a living. I have graduated from UT in entomology. I know what I'm doing. No. You can't use your backyard. The mosquitoes are out there. They'll kill you. They carry all kinds of diseases. They'll kill your dogs. I wouldn't use them. I won't. I will call somebody else. Why? Because I don't believe you should have to use fear to sell your product. Same thing with just about anything else. You got the diet companies out there, diet pill companies trying to sell you a diet pill, telling you, "Oh my God, you're overweight." One of the ones I heard not too long ago was, "We have this product out there, and we want you to try it out for a limited time. You can buy our product at the low price of whatever, but we're only looking for those people who are 25 to 30 pounds overweight." If you are grossly overweight, you need to contact us immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, they're lying. The crap don't work. 7 to 10 pounds first week, all of them are like that. And you're supposed to use that with a diet program and exercise. So again, let's use fear to sell this. If you don't have this, oh my God. If you don't have a new car, people are going to think poorly of you. If you don't dress in the clothing that we want you to dress, oh my God, everybody's going to think badly of you. Do you have a water purification system in your house? Are you living in a chemical cocoon? Ladies and gentlemen, that is flat stupid. If you have problems with your water, get a hold of the city. Get a hold of the state and say, fix the problem. Now, we already know that your tap water has all kinds of chemicals in it. If you decide that you want to buy a water purification system, they got them all over the place. Research, find the best one, stick it in the house. Simple. But don't let some idiot on a radio station or on TV tell you that you have to have his product because, oh my God, you're in a chemical cocoon. You're sitting there, oh my God. Well, first thing, you take a shower. Well, the water heats up. You got the mercury that gets into your skin from the water because they allow so much of it. Plus all the other chemicals, the bleach, which is the chlorine, and the fluorides, and all of this gets in your skin. Then you grab a towel that's still coated with fabric softener and detergent. You rub that all over you, and now you got that all over. Now your skin dries out, so you grab a moisturizer. You put that all over you. Now you're in a chemical cocoon. Ladies and gentlemen, that's bull crap. Most of us don't have problems like that. You want a water softener? Get a water softener. You want a water purification system? Get a water purification. Do not buy from these idiots that promote this. They're going to tell you that, oh, I heard one commercial where the guy was talking about how, oh, the nasty stuff that's in your tap water is like rats jumping through a hula hoop. Well, okay, rats jumping through the hula hoop. I'll tell you what I would do if I was on the city council. I think I would contact their company and say, guess what, I'm going to send my attorney over there. I need to get some information before I sue your dumb ass. Why? Because you are saying that our water is not pure. Now, I am not going to stand here or sit here and tell you that what comes out of that tap is clean. I don't drink tap water. I will take a shower in it. I will wash my clothes in it. I'll wash my vehicle in it. But at no point am I going to say that tap water will kill you if you drink it. It's got stuff in there I don't like, I don't want in my body. So I don't drink it. But there is no way I would ever take out an ad and tell people that it's like rats jumping through a hula hoop. Again, trying to sell the fear. You got to have air purification systems in your house. We got to clean out your ducts every 5 years. We got to put a purification system in your house. Oh, by the way, we've got an easy payment plan. We can just lease you the equipment. Are you filling up the trash cans full of empty water bottles? Save your money. Get the water purification system so you can get pure, clean water. God. I never thought we'd have to buy bottled water, but you know, after a while and starting figuring out what was going on with city water, I decided a long time ago I was going to drink bottled water. But I've known people that drink the tap water. It's fine. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for a scientific research to come out. I'm looking, I'm watching for it, because I'm seeing a lot of people like my parents, my cousin's parents, and of course my cousins and all this. There are some of them that, well, I've been drinking city water all these years. Well, I've been drinking well water all these years. No, I ain't drinking that stuff. I drink bottled water. You know, I'm waiting for the scientific facts to come out, or the scientific facts to come out about the damages that city water does to us. Not trying to sell theory or anything. I am just saying, just clearly stating that I personally, I mean, it's right there on the tube of toothpaste. You know, do not ingest, because the fluoride. Fluoride's poisonous, yet they stick it in the water. Same thing with chlorine, chloride, and all these other things they stick in there. I just, you know, just don't trust it. There's a few other things out there, like my dad has Alzheimer's, and I believe, I just heard a study that was saying that aluminum oxide can be contributed to that. They never used aluminum pipes in the homes, but in the early days of my parents, aluminum cook sets started coming out. Frying pans, aluminum, crock pots, stock pots, things like that. And I'm thinking, oh, a beer. My dad used to drink a lot of beer, and I don't know if that might have done it, but I do know that beer cans, pop cans, early days of aluminum cans, they weren't coated. They were just stamped out, boom, here you go. And, you know, the acidic nature of beer and soda would cause the oxidation of the aluminum I heard a gentleman once tell me, he said, yeah, I had a beer can. I had a can of beer like 20 years old. I opened it up and there's this white powder in the bottom of it. Like, yeah. Well, could that be like the yeast or something? No. That's called aluminum oxide. But another show, I guess, maybe. Back to the selling of the fear. See, I don't want to sell you fear. There are things that we do every day that is unhealthy. We don't need anybody coming down and, okay, YouTube, oh my God, yes. YouTube, one of the greatest places in the world if you want to find ads about fear. There was a guy on there, he was talking about how, what soda pop will do to your teeth. Okay, he takes a hard-boiled egg, drops it in and pours Pepsi or Coke, whatever, on top of it, seals it up in a jar and sticks it away. A year later, goes back, there's a fine powder in the bottom of it. The egg has been completely stripped. The shell is in the bottom and disintegrated poof of powder. You understand? And of course, if this is what soda pop does to the calcium in an egg, imagine what it's doing to your teeth. Well, okay, yeah. The day that I soak my teeth in soda pop in a jar for a year, I'll be worried. Again, some people will take statistics and they blow them out of proportion to sell you something. Another one, big one that's coming around here, identity theft. What they say, every 5 minutes somebody's identity is being stolen. Chances are it's not yours. With the economy going on the way it is, you know, your identity is probably safe. There are precautions that you can take to keep yourself from having your identity stolen. Don't order anything online with a credit card. If you're going to order with a credit card, what you do is you go down to Walmart and get you one of those little pay-as-you-go credit cards. Put however much you're going to use to order something, then order it on that. That way if somebody does get that information, they're not going to get anything out of it. Set up a dummy bank account. Dummy bank account meaning that you're really not going to use it except every once in a while you're going to put money in it to write a check out of it. That way if anybody does get to it, there's not going to be anything there. They can't overdraft it. Make sure there's no overdraft protection on it. Just you cannot overdraft. If there's no money in there, you can't fill the check, period. Same thing with, instead of writing a check, you just get a debit card and tell them do not have any overdraft, no overdraft whatsoever. That's a good way to protect your identity. And it's kind of strange that here everybody's worrying about identity theft, and yet if you contact your phone company or the electric company or the water company, you call any of these people to discuss something, the first thing they're going to want you to do is give your birth date, your name, and your social security number. It's like, people, don't you know? You know how easy it is to hack a phone? God's honest truth. I could walk up to any of your houses. There's a gray box on the outside of your house. I can just walk up to that box, open it up, and I can hook up a little system that I can buy from Radio Shack. I can buy online. And what it is, it's a tape recorder that only turns on when the signal is on. When you pick up the phone, it automatically turns on. You set it back down, it shuts off. So if you call up the radio, you call up the phone company or whatever, and you're talking to them, and you give your name, all that information, now it's on that tape. I stop by there one day, open up and grab the box, and I leave. Now I've got your identity. I'm not real sure how I'd use it. Well, I do, but I wouldn't. Another thing, people rummage around in your trash. They can steal your identity that way with a credit card bill. If they get a hold of a credit card bill or something like that that's out in your trash in the dump, if you haven't destroyed it, Tax papers is another one. Every once in a while I hear about people that throw their tax paper. No, you burn them, destroy them. But going into the, okay, let me put it this way. I have a problem with paying for a service that will not pay me back if they failed. You understand? So if this company is going to tell me, we will protect your identity, they have a disclaimer. It says, nobody can protect all identity theft. That's their disclaimer. In other words, you could be paying them, whatever, $30, $40 a month to watch and protect online, offline, whatever. Somebody tries to open up a bank account in your account, they contact you and they tell you about it and all this. But if somebody does get your identity and put you $100,000 into debt, this company will say, oopsie, that's not our fault. Sorry. Dang it. Now the minute this company says, oh, well yeah, you pay us this kind of money, we'll protect you. And if something gets by us, we will pay you back. We will take care of the cost. I don't buy into all that garbage. Secure sites. I'll tell you one I definitely want to look into. I had somebody asking me about these what they call IP blockers, where if you you want to go online and you're looking up stuff, you travel all over the net, you don't want people knowing that you're out there. Did you know that when you go out on the internet, your IP address automatically attaches to every single website that you go to? It's kind of like an STD. Everywhere you go, your IP address has been stopped. It's there. It's logged in. There are some companies that when you go to that and you get that IP address, they will backtrack it, send you an email, a text, or something. They know that you've been there. They know how long you've been on the website, so on and so forth. FBI's used that for years now. So this whole IP blocker, I've checked into a few of them, and basically what they wind up doing is your IP is logged into another server somewhere. That server randomly picks IP addresses to just throw out there. I'm thinking the problem with that is that if somebody really wants to find you, they're going to find you. I don't know of anything that really masks an IP address or anything like that. So don't just jump in. If you know of something, let me know. But the truth is, I have yet to hear of anything that will absolutely stop your IP address from being found. If, you know, anybody wants to, companies, whoever, identity thieves, if they want to find out who you are, they can do a backdoor hack right into your computer. Any information you've left on your computer, they can get it. Without the right IP address, they can't even find you. So, let's see. What else? Fear. What sort of fear? Oh, God, yeah, football. The whole idea. Now football, this seven something billion dollars lawsuit that is paid out, I heard, that football players were suing the NFL because concussions. Now, I could see it if the trainers knew that they had the concussions and told them to go play anyway. You're fine, go ahead, go play. You know, like the early days when you broke rib, broke wrists. Here, let's bind that up. Let me give you a shot of Novocaine. You could play. It's been done, ladies and gentlemen. They stopped it. The concussions. I don't mind the idea of doing things on safety. You know, if they want to make better safety equipment, go for it. I don't care. That's a good idea. I like it, really. You know, keep the players safe as long as possible. But with that, I also have to say, players know the risk when they walk out on that field. As a kid growing up wanting to play professional football, they know it is a violent sport. They can and will be injured. So I can't feel sorry for these people when they do. Okay? I will stop watching football if they make it into a tag football, flag football. If they keep going these panty waist ways, I will stop altogether. I will. I will quit altogether. That's right up there with roughing the quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, the quarterback is on that field just like everybody else. If he gets tackled, he gets tackled. You know, he can run it. Oh, he takes a knee. He's such a coward. He takes a knee. Could have picked up 2 or 3 yards. No, he takes a knee. What was it? NASCAR, same thing with the fear thing. NASCAR drivers, they're always trying to make things safer in the cars and everything, but you got the officials that are slowing the cars down. Oh, we've got to put limiters in it. We got to slow these cars down. We don't want them to get. Lord help us if we made the sport any more interesting. We've got we got to slow them down. We got to keep them down. No, the idea of racing is to build the vehicles as fast as they'll go. It's the driver and the machine versus the other drivers and the other machines. Now, going into the machine part of it, the machine and the mechanics versus the other machines and the other mechanics. It is not a race, ladies and gentlemen, if all vehicles are created equal. It's not. It's going around circles. It's going around turning left. That's it. I won't watch it. One night I was setting up and I was flipping through some years ago. I was flipping through some channels and I found a race. I thought, hey, I love racing. I left it on there and I watched for about 15 minutes. I couldn't handle it anymore. It looked like a train going around a track. The top speed was 96 miles an hour. And these cars were just, nobody was trying to pass. Nobody was doing anything. It was one big line going around this track. I turned it off. You know why? That's not racing. The guy in the front's going to win. You know why I know that? Because he was in front. Home security systems. People screaming and hollering, oh, home security. No. They're trying to sell you another fear. Ladies and gentlemen, if the police and the fire department cannot get to your house within 5-10 minutes, then these so-called security companies that are going to monitor your house can't make them get there any faster. That's God's honest truth. It's not going to make a bit of difference. The only thing that these monitoring systems actually do is, for some reason, they save you on insurance, home insurance. Home insurance isn't that expensive. But, you know, it does save on the insurance. You can buy a security system for your house. You can buy these systems. You can put them on there. It got a huge a siren to put outside. So if somebody breaks into your house, the siren goes off. Matter of fact, you can have it wired up to a smoke detector. Fire breaks out, siren goes off. Somebody's going to call the fire department or the police department. Trust me. 380 decibel blowing off in a neighborhood in the middle of the night, somebody's calling the cops. The minute you start paying whatever, $15 to $30, $40 a month for somebody to set at a monitor, ding, 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 ding. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, your alarm went off. Yes. Oh, you're all right? Oh, well, we'll turn it off. Thank you. Really? Motion detectors in your house? The cat goes by, the motion detector goes off. There's better systems out there. They've got auto dialers nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. You can have sensors on your windows, sensors on your doors. That's the only two entries that a criminal is going to go through, your windows or your doors. Once they're inside the house, they're inside the house. A motion sensor is not going to make any difference. If you're going to do anything, what you do is you put an invisible laser light somewhere in a doorway. Motion sensor doesn't help because you got cats, you've got dogs. But if you've got a doorway and you set that about waist high, on the opposite side, it's an invisible light. They're going across there. They pass by there, it breaks the beam of light. The 385 decibel siren goes off. You got a system on your computer that automatically calls the police. My house has been broken into. My house is it. Why do you need a monitor? Why do you need anybody to have to call you before they call the police or the fire department? Again, selling fear. That seems to be the only thing anybody wants to sell you these days is fear. You got to have a water softener in your house or you're going to die from your water. You got to have purified air. You got to have our monitoring system in your house so the criminals or the house don't burn down around you. Carbon dioxide monitors and things like that. Ladies and gentlemen, if I woke up every single morning being afraid of everything out there, I'd blow my brains out. I could not see a point in living if I had to fear everything that was out there on TV and the radio. I would. There is no point in living if you're going to spend your entire life in fear. And that's all these people want to sell you. Politicians do it, the hospitals do it, the insurance companies do it, and now it's the home monitoring, the water purification companies, plumbers. Oh, blood pressure. Your high blood pressure is bad for you. Well, so is high water pressure in your house. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, just stop. Don't even deal with these people. Don't let them know. Call them up. Say, look, if you can't do any better on your commercials, I ain't gonna buy nothing from you. I'm writing your name in my little book of people I will not deal with because you're trying to sell fear. We need something better in this world, not fear. We got enough of that. Our world is turning to crap. We got people killing each other. We don't need to have somebody selling us fear through everything else in our lives. The food we eat, what we drink. Your teeth are going to rot out if you're drinking soda pop. You can't drink the tap water out of your house because it's going to kill you. You can't breathe the air in your house. You need to wear a mask. That's what these people are selling you. And all of us are starting to get to this point where that's all we hear. So we need to stop. We got to cover this. We got to contact these companies. Tell them. If you hear one of these commercials, call them up. Say, look, you're selling fear. I'm not buying your product. I'm going to tell all my friends not to buy your product. Tell me how good your product is over the air. Don't tell me how all this other stuff's going to kill me. Don't want to hear it. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for the emails and the suggestions. I'm working on it. I got a lot of ideas that I need to work out. I've got several written down, but I've lost my notebook. I need to tie it around my neck, I think. But I would like to give a shout out to, hi Ariel. Hopefully we'll catch you later. I'd like to give a shout out to Rhonda. I haven't heard from you. Last episode, I want you to email me and tell me you're not going to do something stupid. Good Lord Mighty, I hate these gnats. And nobody sent me an email on how to get rid of gnats yet either. But I do want to thank you for joining me tonight. I think I'm going to bounce. I would like to say thank you very much. Have a great evening, and God bless.